Great. I'll check up and we'll do that as soon as possible. Who else? Princess, are we on the same page?
No, I wasn't around for the last class.
Okay. Peace, what about you? I know you were around, but you said your PC was not available.
Yes. I'm trying to catch up, Sha. It's remaining the if and else.
Okay. So should we do a quick section to go over the if and else? What will you suggest, or we should proceed with today's class? Everyone, I'm just seeing your thumbs up. If you agree or you do not agree, please unmute and talk.
I agree. Let's have a recap of the previous class.
Okay. So let me just go to my hair clips, right? So I'll be able to explain with that. Okay. So can you see my screen now? Yes. So you can see I want to believe like we all can see my Eclipse page, right? So before we even proceed, I want us to explain, like I'll be calling our names at least to some extent, so you're able to understand what each line of this code is trying to do. So we'll proceed from there. So Soma, what do you think this line of this code is trying to achieve for us? The first line of the code. Soma.
Okay, like you said in the previous class. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
Hello?
now. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, I said, like you said in the previous class, that Selenium accepts only a particular browser. I don't know if I'm right. So now we want to make use of Chrome. We have to tell Selenium that what we want to make use of is Chrome driver by setting it. That is what that code is like. Set the Chrome driver property. That is system.set property. You are telling them that the property, the driver we want to use, or the driver we want to test, or the web we want to
The
test
browser.
is Chrome.
The
The
browser we
browser we
want to
want
test
to,
with.
yes, is Chrome. So then the arrow resources, we are trying to tell Selenium where to locate, or where this our Chrome driver is located. That is why that resources/Chrome driver, where we saved it or where they can find it. So that's in my own understanding. That's what I feel.
Yeah, that's actually correct. But I
Good.
did not say that. I don't really understand what you said. I said we can only test with a driver on Selenium. I don't really understand that part.
No,
You can add as
okay,
many
I
as.
meant that as many driver, but you have to add it now. It's not like it's automatic here. That's what I'm
Yes,
trying
you
to
have to
say.
set it up. You have to set it up.
You have to add it.
All right.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. That you have to
Ex-
set it up. It's not like it's here. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. So, Peace, what are we trying to do with this line of this code? Peace, can you hear me? Hello, Peace, can you hear me?
Hi, Taiwo. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can,
Okay. So you are trying to like get the environment familiar, like you have added the web driver. So um whatever you are doing on the web, it should like give you a feedback based on it. I don't know if I'm right or
I don't really get that.
more like, okay, I'm feeding you with this. I want to work on this. So give me the results from what I've given you. Like the web driver is equals to new Chrome driver.
This is WebDriver, right? I'm calling WebDriver and I'm setting it to be driver. That is why. I can change this driver to anything. Are you aware?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm trying to declare and initialize the variable. I've actually set it up here. So what do I want to do? I want to call it to start working here. So that is why we have this line of this code. I hope you all understand. I'm just trying to get us familiar before we have a quick run through of last class. Okay, who else is on the call? Zuliat, what are we trying to do with this line of this code? Zuliat, can you hear
Yes,
me?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you now.
All right.
For the Google, for the Google page, I'll be
Yes.
Google. Yes, we are telling the web driver to get the website www.google.com.
Okay. So can we edit this part?
Yes,
Zuliat?
it's
Yes, you can. We have to. Then we'll put plus title. That is, we are. That means we are trying to say the
We
title
are
of.
putting where?
Okay, the title is for the next one. On that one.
Oh, okay. Right. I just want to. Okay, so now I feel like we did this get title last class and we tried the if statement out. So I'm going to start my explanation from there. As I've said last class, like I said that if you understand to this part, I guess we treated this previous class. And basically we did the get title and get title length last class. What are we trying to do with the get title? You are trying to get the title of the page you are testing. Like in your functional requirement specification, right? They have actually have a predefined title for the page you are going to be testing. So if the page, for example, I'm saying, like if I'm testing this application, right? The title of this application should be free exits. So if I'm getting anything that is different from free exit as a title, that is a bug. As little as it is a bug. So I need to let the developer know that, okay, the title I'm getting is not the same thing as what is actually required to be getting. So what are we now trying to do? To test that aspect, we need to use the get title. We need to use the get title method to test if the title we are getting is correct and if the title we are getting is not correct. That is what led us to the if and else statement. In my specification, right, I have been told that this particular website, the title of this particular website is going to be free exit. Now, when I want to test if this title is equals to free exit, that means my test passed. And if I'm testing that, okay, the title is not equals to free exit, that means the test failed. That is what led us to that is what led us to the if and else statement. Please, your hand is raised. You can actually ask a question.
okay. Please, I'm using that free exit you used
Yes.
as an example. What if you meet an alphabet? You know the alphabet E is double on the website on the URL. What if you just make use of one E? Is it
And
going
that
to
is, yeah, it's going to fail.
okay?
It's going to fail. Just like you are testing with Google and you omit one O, we can actually have that now. Your test is not going to pass. So do you understand what led us to the if and else statements now? Like before you even continue to write it, everybody.
Yes.
All right. Now, what do I want to do? I want to test Google, right? My driver has actually navigated me to Google. So with this line of code, I explained last class and I'm going to do a quick explanation again, right? I'm trying to, I want to store my title, like the title, inside this, let's say, let's call it like a container. I want to store this title inside this container. That is title 3. Now let's say we have, for example, just picture it as we have a jar that contains sugar. Now, if you want to put anything in that jar, you will make sure that whatsoever you want to put, it is sugar. You cannot pour salt in that particular jar. Like, let's just say, like, if you pour salt in that particular jar, it won't accept it, or it's actually going to turn to a disaster. So because I'm expecting my whatever this one is returning for me to be a string, so my title theory also must be a string. That is why I have this string here. What I'm trying to do with this line of code is that, okay, I want to store this get title inside this container, but before I can store this title inside this container, I must make sure that this is my sugar container, and this also must be a sugar before I can add this one inside this one. If this one is a sugar and this one is a salt, it won't allow me to do so. So I need to make sure that this title theory is a string before it can accept a string as a variable. Victor, your hand was raised. Can you please answer a question?
Question is, like you were explaining before about the exit.
Victor, please, you are not audible. Can you just try to check with us?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
I say before now you were explaining how we would want to make sure that free exit is the title that is there. So I was actually, from what is in my head, I was expecting the title to either be Gogo, like setting the string to be Gogo. So the title 3 is what I'm trying to understand. Where is it coming from? Even though you're trying to explain it, but it's like we deviated from what we were looking for to make a free exit, to check if the free is the title.
I actually use that free exit to explain the concept of if and else statement, and I'll move on from there.
Okay.
Yes. Now
Okay,
my
the if and else is down there. So we are
yes,
going to check. Okay.
yes, I've not actually come to explain this now.
Okay.
I actually use the phrases and Google to explain this if and else concept so that we'll all be on the same page. Now
Okay.
I'm explaining this particular line of code,
Okay.
and I'm explaining to us how it works.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you understand now?
Yeah. Now I understand.
Okay, are we on the same page, everybody? Like, do you have a question? Zuliat, Samuel, Princess. All right. All right. So I'll assume you're on the same page. Oh, please, do you have a question?
Yes, sir. I don't know. The question is not relating to this code, Shabo, is in regards to our last class.
Okay, what's the question about?
When we added the library, like, do you have to keep adding the library with every project you want to do?
If
Or
you're
once,
if you are creating a new project, if you are creating a new Java project, you add your library to a Java project.
okay, thank you.
Yes.
And also
The
for the web.
library, yes, for the web dev as well. All right, can we continue now? Okay. Now, this can now be anything. What I'm trying to store is, okay, I can say string Google to equals to driver dot get title. So I'm expecting that whatever I'm getting from here is going to be stored here. So whenever I need to use this as a variable, I'll be able to call it in any line of my code. Let me just edit this back to title theory. Since we are all on the same page now, we can proceed from there. Now I use this line of code to print it out to my console just to see what my title is before I proceed. Now for Google, I'm expecting my title should be this. Am I correct? You did not answer me.
You didn't spell your.
Am I correct? Princess, am I correct now? Okay. All right, so let's just move on. Now, this is what now I'm trying to do. I'm telling this code that, okay, check if my title theory, like whatever that is inside this title theory, just check if it is equals to this Google. And if you have confirmed that if this it will check this title theory and it will check if it's actually equals to Google. If you have confirmed that whatever is in this title theory is equals to this Google, just print this out to my console. Past title is, why I'm using this, I said I just use this to concatenate, right? I don't want to, I supposed to type title is Google, but since what I'm expecting here is Google, and I just don't want to retype it because I'm expecting this title theory now. My title theory is automatically Google now. Whenever I call this title theory, I'm calling Google. So that is why we have it this way. That title is plus title theory. Now, else, in the case where this Google is, as Princess Peace asked the question the other time, that if we remove one O, just let me do something like this. This is not how the code works, but let me do something like this. I'm just trying to use this to explain to us. So let me just do something like this. Okay. Now, if this is what is in my title theory, my title theory is Google. Now, I have asked this code to check if title theory is equals to this. It will check what is title theory. Title theory is Google, and what is actually what am I providing? I'm providing this. So this is a false. This is not true. And it's going to print to the console that, okay, failed. Title is not Google. Do we understand this line of code? Do you understand the if and else statement, how it works now? Before we continue with the class, anyone? Everyone, rather. Samuel, Princess, Juliet.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm with
So,
you.
this plus and then the title three, must you put like a number to the title?
No, this title theory coming from, please.
Yeah, the title three, all the title three has a
Where,
title three.
where is it coming from? Like, where is the first mention of this title theory?
It's coming from string title.
So whatsoever I set here, if I have title here, then everything I want to reference here will be title. It's not compulsory I add a number or I did not add a number. You see, when it's not title, like when this is title theory and this is title, you can see this is actually bringing an error. So whatsoever I have here is what I will reference here. It's not compulsory you use a number. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Yeah.
All
Then
right.
why did you have
Yeah.
to add plus to the
What do you
title?
say?
Why did you have to add plus to the title?
Where? This place?
Yes.
Yes, I'm using this to concatenate, right? I'm having a string here. Like I'm having a string here. So, and this is a string, but it's not directly a string. If I remove this plus, I'll be having an error in front of my title theory. So I want it to concatenate with this. I want it to work with what I'm having here. That's actually a method that is used in programming language if you are trying to print a string and any other variable together.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So do you understand this now? All right. I want to believe we all understand. Now, let's just go to this get length functionality. So, you know that I'm expecting, let me just come back to this. This is free exit, right? I'm expecting the length of my title to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, I just want to use this to confirm if the length of my title is actually 7. And if it is not 7, my test should fail. If it is 7, the test should pass. So that is what I'm trying to do. Now, as I've explained earlier, right, this is actually an integer. This is not a string. In this case, the return type of this method is an integer. Just like now, I'm not having a salt a sugar jar. I'm having a salt jar. So if I want to store anything inside this, it should be a salt as well, not a sugar. Now that is why I'm having this integer, because the return type of this method is integer, and you're going to know the return type if you over on this. If you over on the method you are trying to use, it will tell you. You can see int, integer. So this method is going to return an integer, so that will give you an hint of what you should do if you are setting your variable with this particular method, or if you are trying to hold this variable inside a container or for this particular method. It's expressing is that, okay, I want to store an integer. The return type of this method is an integer. I must have an integer. I must have my variable to also be an integer. That's why I'm having this. Now, please, this is the implication of me having title and title. You can see now that I've actually declared title here, and I'm having title here, there will be an error because I've actually used this variable name and I'm using it for a different purpose here. To avoid that, I'll have to make either my title, maybe integer title, something different from what we have up there. Then I'll be able to use it here. Please, do you understand now? I feel
Yes,
like
I,
that's what I
like
use.
you
Yes,
are trying
that's
to differentiate the two titles.
exactly. I'm trying to differentiate the two title. Now I cannot have this now like title one to be my integer, right? And I want to check the same thing we did for the when we are checking for test. I want to check if my title one is equals to 6. Now I'm using, you can see I'm using this equals to sign because it's an integer, and I'm using dot equals like a string sign, like because it is a string. So let us take note of that as well. So now we have this printed. If it is passed, it will print this. If it's failed, it will print that. And that is how it works. Do we understand? Now, do we have any question? I feel like that's just the major summary of the last class. Can we proceed now?
Please, like, I have a question.
All right.
When you print it, where does it when you run the request, where does it print?
It's come to your console, yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
you will see the results in your console.
okay.
Ma, I don't know the problem seriously, but I know that I'm not doing anything wrong and my code is supposed to run, but it's not running and I'm not seeing that result, like the result for the get title length. I can't see any results in my console, but I can see for Google, I can see for past title is Google, but I cannot see for that get title method. I be get title length. Sorry, get title length. I can't see my what I printed out in my console.
All right. You said this last class, and you should have checked up with me earlier so we can check that together. But we should do so after this class.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any other concern before we move to this class? All right. Now let's go to this class. I want to actually talk about more way we can understand our elements and how we can interact with it, right? We can use the send key, the click. But before that, I want to teach us locating elements today. Because if you're able to locate elements, then we can now proceed to actually using those methods to interact with it. Please, let's pay for attention to today's class. And if we are on our please, how many of us are with our PC and we are on our Eclipse page? So I just want to know the people I will actually be waiting for, if at all I need to wait. Please, if you are with your PC and you're on our Eclipse page, you can just signify or unmute and talk. Soma, I can see your hand. Samuel, Zuliet. Okay. Peace. Okay. How about princess? Princess.
I joined with my phone.
Okay. Abdulkadir. Abdulkadir. All right. Okay, so let's just continue. Now, this is actually the most important aspect of this course, because if you are able to do this and you're able to locate your elements, you can interact with your elements. If you're unable to locate your elements, there's no way you'll be able to interact with it. That's why we have to talk about locating elements. Now, there are different methods we can use to locate elements. We have the ID, we have the name, we have the class name, we have the tag name, we have the CSS selector and the expert. We have the CSS selector and the experts. These are majorly the methods we'll be using or we will come across, right? Now, when we want to locate elements in, if we want to locate any element, right? As I've said earlier, each of these elements on the web page, this is an element, this is an element, this text feed is an element, this icon is an element. Like anything you can see and you can interact with on the web page, they are elements. So if you want to locate the particular element, how do you go about it? You will need to first understand what you are trying to locate. For example, now, if I'm trying to locate this particular text box, right? This is what I want to locate. This is the element I want to interact with this with. So I will click on right click, then I'll click on inspect. I'll right click on the element I'm trying to interact with and I'll click on inspect. So after I've clicked on inspect, you can actually do something like this. You can click on this, select an element in the page, and you select this particular element that you're trying to interact with. It will immediately highlight the location of this element. Can you see my screen? Now we have different, for this particular ID, for this particular element, right? We have name, which is phone number. We have the placeholder. We have the ID, which is this. Now I want to talk about how we are going to locate our element by I feel like what comes first? ID. So if I want to actually locate this particular element, the ID of this element is this. ID is equals to feed. Then this is what I will copy, and this is what I'm going to test with. Now let's go and do a practical example of that with our existing code on Eclipse. Okay. Okay, so I said if you want to do anything, you're going to call your driver, right? Driver dot, this is the code you are going to use. Find elements. Find elements by, then we use the by class. By what? What are you finding the elements with? I'm finding this element by ID. I'm finding it by ID. Then I will copy whatever I copy from that page. I will paste it here. Do you understand before we proceed? Are we lost? Are we confused? Hello.
I
Someone.
I didn't understand how you copied the ID.
I've
Like
not.
where you
Okay, I've not even copied. Someone around this ways. Do you have a question, or you're just signifying you understand?
Sorry, I was not following at the point. I'm very sorry for that. So I was lost when you entered Google to check the way you're going to copy the element. I did not know where you click exactly.
Okay, okay. All right. Now, what did as I've explained earlier, right? Everything on this page is actually something we can interact with. Every element, this Gmail, everything, they are elements we can interact with. Now, if I want to interact with this particular element, like this search feed, right? I'm going to right click and click on inspect. Let's do that, please. Let's follow. Let's do it together. Please let me know when we are done. Open your Google, open your Chrome browser, open your Google, and or you should run your code if you have this existing code. If you have this existing code, you can just run your code. It will open a Google page for you. Are we together now? Hello?
I can hear
But you
you,
said
ma.
we should, Mama, ask him, Mama. Ma, you said we should open our Google, right?
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Are we on our Google? Are we on our Google landing page? Are we there now, please? Hey, Jesus. Am I still in the class?
Yes, you
Zuliat.
are. Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Zuliat, peace.
I can hear you, ma.
Oh, are you on your Google page now?
Yes, ma.
All right. So what element are we trying to interact with now? We are trying to interact with this search button, this search field. So what are we going to do? We want to inspect. Like we will right click on it and click on inspect. Have we do something like this? Hello.
Yes, ma.
Okay. Okay, Samuel. So ma, can I continue? Peace, can I continue? Victor. Okay. Now I'll assume you all mean I should continue. Now come to this you will see this icon that look like an arrow icon, right? I want to use it to locate this element, right? I want to use it to locate where it is in this code. So you will click on the icon, you have select the icon, and you will click on the element you are trying to interact with, which is this place. Just click on it like this. That will help us to lock the elements. What's going on? Are we there? What are we saying?
Ma, I clicked on the icon that you said we should click on. I went to the Google this thing, the search bar, I be the search this thing elements. I clicked on it, but I don't know if I'm seeing, I don't know what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing input, focus, host.
You should
Yeah.
see something like this, like a particular field should be highlighted for you, like this. Like you
No
can see if I
shaded.
scroll others, like this particular section is kind of highlighted. This particular section here is highlighted. Others are not.
Yes, ma.
I
But
cannot.
in the highlighted part, we can see ID, class, type.
Yes, yes, we are still coming to that. I want to confirm if we can actually see all this one first. So, Ma, do you understand? This is how you will know that this is the element you are working with. Like, this is the part. If we highlight this field for you, this area for you, then you'll be able to know that, okay,
Mhm.
this is the particular place I want to copy from. Because each and every element on this page has their own stuff like this. So you don't want to copy the wrong one, so you'll not be interacting with the wrong element. So have you seen it now?
But the stuff, the elements he highlighted for me is different from the one I'm seeing in your system. The one I'm seeing on your system, sorry.
Which one did they highlight for you?
I'm seeing input, ID input, class, type, auto complete, off. I don't know.
Yes, we are still going to the same thing. We
Okay.
want to find the element by ID now. Now we want to copy this ID. You can see this when I wanted to write my script, I was saying that I want to find my element by ID. Now this is the particular ID I will use to interact with this element if I want to locate this element by ID. So what am I going to
Are
do?
we
I'm going
supposed to have the same ID?
Yes, you're supposed to have the same ID. We are working on the same page.
My ID is showing input.
Your ID is equal to
That's why I
input.
was asking.
Send
Input.
send the screenshot and drop it to the chat. Please,
Okay.
Yes, ma, the
others,
same thing here. My ID is showing input.
Yes, my ID is showing ID is equals to you,
inputs.
not input, like UASE box. Abi,
Is the ID
you as
dynamic?
I don't know.
I don't it should not be dynamic. This should be the same thing. I don't know what you guys are trying to do. Because if you copy the wrong ID, it won't work. Which browser are we using?
I'm
I'm
using
using Chrome Google. Are we Google Chrome? I don't know.
Please, who is having the same ID as mine? Let me know where we are going to start from.
I am.
Okay. Okay.
I sent you my own.
Okay, I will check. You click on experts
Yes.
and you use this. I'm on Edge now. You use this to locate this, right? It will highlight the area you want to test for you. Then my ID will be the same thing. This is another browser. So can you try again? Everyone, please just try again. Right click, close this one, just close it. Right click on your element again and inspect and use this to select this. Let's just do it again. If you're not having the same idea as mine, please.
It's still giving me the same thing on. It's still highlighting the same thing.
Let me check your image.
Okay.
What did you open? No, 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 no. This is not what you want to. This is not what you want to check.
That's like your own page. That's not the Google page, I think.
Okay, okay. Oh yeah. Yes, that's true. Navigate to Google page, like type google.com. Exactly, your own homepage.
Okay, I should
So
type Google.
yes, go to Google page, google.com, and try to interact
Yeah.
with. And every other person that is having the same issue as Soma. I feel like this is what you guys are doing. Go to the
Google.
Google page, like you can say my URL. Yes, your URL should be also the same thing like this as this. Please let me know when we are done, please. I need us to be following. Mr.
Yes, ma,
Victor.
we get it now.
Okay, I've gotten it now, ma.
All right. Okay, Samuel has actually gotten it. Zulia, what about you?
Yes, I have, ma.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's just proceed. Now you have to copy the ID,
Ask
right?
me, oh. Me, I'm still looking for my ID.
You are still looking for your ID. I thought why? Is it lost? Yeah, find it.
It went to google.com and I've used the
Or even you can just come like this and click on this area, then you should be able to see it. Just come like this. This is actually the ID. Just select it. You should be able to highlight that area for you. Then you'll be able to copy your ID from there.
I come there and I could see what it highlights, but it doesn't go to the other side.
I don't understand what you mean by it doesn't go to the other side.
I mean, it doesn't bring out this thing the way it is written on yours, the way yours is.
So how is it bringing it out? Do you inspect the element first?
Sorry, show me how you do the inspect, please.
I said you should right click and inspect. Have you not been following?
Yes, I've done that. What is showing me, I could see the element, this thing, just the way yours is. But it's not bringing out
Your voice is not audible. You can drop a screenshot of what you are saying. Don't worry. We will help you to check and okay, now let's have a continuation of our code. Mr. Victor, please drop your screenshot and let me know when you have done that. Now we have driver dot find elements by. What are we finding the elements by? What did we copy? ID, right? And here is expecting us to put a string. You put your quotation and you actually paste your ID here. Dot send keys. I actually explained this last class that if we want to interact with an element that is required for you to input like a text box, or maybe you are trying to fill a form, you have to use the send key method. And if you have to do with any other element that you have to click, you have to use the click method. Do you still understand? Do you still remember this explanation from last class?
Can you
Hello?
repeat yourself, man? Can you repeat yourself? I didn't hear that clearly.
Like if you want to interact with an element, you have to check first what are you going to be doing with the element. If it is a text field, or maybe like if it is a text field, you know that before I can interact with this element, I'll have to type, right? Then this action I'm performing on Selenium, right? I'll use the send key method to perform this same action. And if I want to click, like this particular element require me to click, not to type, I'll use the click method. Do we understand? All right.
No.
Abdul, you said no.
Yes, I didn't get that part about clicking.
Okay. If you want to test this Gmail manually, what are you going to do, Abdul?
Click on it to see if it
Yes.
responds.
Yes. If you want to test this manually, what are you going to do?
Click on it and type to see if you're able to type there in the field.
Exactly. So if I want to test this particular element, this Gmail, the action I'm going to perform is click. So in Selenium, right, I'm going to call the click method. There's a method that is going to help you to perform it. Click is called click method. Do you understand this?
Yes.
All right. Now for this particular one, you know, you said you will click on it and you will type. Now for this action, the action I'm performing is actually maybe like typing, right? That's how I can interact with the element. Now there's an action there's a method that is going to enable me to perform this action in Selenium. It's called send keys. Is a method. The method is send keys. So I will use this method to type to any text field, and I'll use the click method to click with any element that has to do with click. And I'll use the send key to interact with element that has to do with typing. Do you understand now?
Yes, I think it's clear now.
All right. Thank you. All right, Mr. Victor, you've dropped the. Please, what is the ID showing? Please, I'm just seeing your message. Oh, what is the ID showing?
It's not showing the type of your own ID. It's
Jesus.
showing it's showing APJFQB.
And that is my ID also now. Peace.
Eh,
See,
okay.
this is my ID.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, Mr. Victor. Where's Mr. Victor?
I'm here.
Yes, what I want you to do now is I want you to actually drag this down. You see, this is actually a section, right? I want you to drag it down. How am I going to explain this to you? I also had this earlier, and I did that by, let me just try to check if I can
Okay,
get.
okay. I've just done it.
Oh, all right. Yes,
Okay.
this field, I just want you to drag it down. You can just drag it down down as you want, or bring it up. So that's what's happening.
Okay, I've seen it now. Thank you.
All right.
Ma,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. So ma, I've not written this last code. So what I did was, the previous class I was not able to practice with my system. So I copied the code on your screen and paste everything on my own terminal. And I'm trying to run the code so that I can do this one that you're doing now. But I'm getting an error message. It's not showing me any results. I'm getting exception in change the main Java language illegal argument exception.
Have you do your setup?
I've done that. We did it everything on Saturday. I've imported the Chrome driver and the resource library and everything. I've done all those ones.
So what is actually underlining currently on your code?
I copied everything till verify
Like,
type.
do you have anything that's underlining like red in your main code? Just send a
No.
screenshot of your code. Let me see.
I will. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so can we proceed now? Hey, I want us to finish this well. Can we proceed now, please?
Mm,
Okay. Now, as you know, as I've said earlier, I want to interact with this send key, right? Now we will have to dot. So now, yeah, I'll have to add what I want to send, like what I want to type to that Google page. Now I'll have to add it to this place. Let's say I want to type for tour, for example. This is what, and I will terminate my code. Basically, what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to locate the search element. I find it by ID. I copy the ID here. Then I use the send key method. You know, I told you there's a method that we are going to use if we want to type, which is send key. I use this send key method to interact with this. And I send toll. Toll is actually what I want to type to the feed. And I pass it to this. There's a place for argument. You are going to edit it and use a string. to pass the method to your text to it, then you will terminate your statement. You should save your code now and run it if you understand. And let me know if you have any problem or if you have any question regarding this line of code. So can you see my screen now? So this is what I'm expecting for us also, like we should be getting. Hello, are we on the same page?
No, we are not. I'm trying to run the first code, but you're saying errors in workspace. Error exists in required projects.
Juliet, send your screenshot. I don't know. Have you been like is it working
No,
before?
it's peace. It's not layout. It's peace.
Yes, I know it's peace. I'm just asking
Okay.
peace if our workspace has been working before.
Yes. We worked on it on Saturday.
And it has been working with that. Are you saying this line of code is what brought about the error?
Yes, because that's the only one that has an X.
Underline?
Yeah,
Then
not on.
you're not doing something right on this line.
Ma,
Just send a screenshot. Let me see.
ma,
Ma,
mine is just opening Google for me only. It's not. I'm not seeing any tool. It's not typing any tool for me.
is what?
I said it's just opening the Google browser. It's not typing the tool in the search element.
It's not typing the tool here.
Yes. No, I mean if you run your code now, it will take you to
Yes,
Google and
yes,
then type
yes.
so I cannot see this tool. It's just opening the Google browser for
And
me.
after it's opened the Google browser,
Nothing else.
your code did not run to this line. Your code did not run up to this. Maybe it has encountered an error before it gets there. And one thing about it is it runs line by line. Please, who has actually got something similar to this so we can know how to proceed from there? Abdul Qadir, Samuel, Victor, Charles. Good evening, Mr. Charles.
Good evening.
I'm just saying you're on the call. You joined late, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you able to catch up with what you're trying to do now?
Yes.
Okay, are you getting the same result as mine?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Mr. Samuel, good evening.
Every month.
So are you getting the same result as mine?
The previous time or the previous day, I told you I did not go with your current method like class, Google, and everything. I followed the tutorial you sent to me, so I'm trying to figure out why my show is showing error. So I've done every of the stuff you've taught us so far, which I'm currently on the Edureka. The Edureka kind of course. I think something about course learning of different courses on the platform. So I'm finding it hard, finding it hard to search for the ID. So which I've seen the ID already, but it's showing a red, yeah, on the code, and the error on the console is said cannot be resolved. So I'm still trying to debug now.
But what is actually the issue? Do you have a running code before? Like your previous code, were they running before you added this?
Yes, they were all running fine.
And then you need to send me your code. Let me see how your code is structured.
Okay, I'll send it to you immediately.
Yes.
Ma, you're not seeing anything about my own.
Yes, I'm trying to check up with others. I said you should send a screenshot of your code to the chat.
Okay.
See, peace. Peace. Peace, can you hear me? Mm. Is Peace still on this call? Hello, please, can anyone hear me? I just need to confirm before I move on.
Yes, I can hear you.
Can hear you, ma. I've sent mine to the chat box.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Abdulkadir. Thank you. You didn't terminate. I have always tell you that you should always terminate your code. Like you should always add that exclamation mark to terminate your code. So Soma, what did you say is the issue is now?
I
Soma, do you know
said,
what do you know what you are going to do?
no.
Okay. Just delete this get title length. Delete everything here to this place and try to run your code again. Let me see how it works.
I should. You said I should delete from where to where? From the get length.
Wait, I'm coming. I'm coming. And then else print. So which is equals to get current URL title one. Even your current URL is not printing.
Just that past title is Google. That is the only thing that I'm saying. It just opens Google for me only.
Okay, from this, I don't know what's wrong, and I don't really want us to start. You should have asked me to check up with you on this earlier. Just for the sake of this class, so we can move forward, right? Just I'm coming. My title, if my title equals to okay. Now, from this string, title one is equals to driver.get URL. Just comment or delete everything to this place and run this line of code. I will check up with the reason why it's not working later. We
Okay.
can't figure that out now.
From where to
Or can anyone please let me to check our code and just see? Like I'm not seeing any error for now. So that we can proceed. Soma, let me know when you are done with that. Princess, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your code working?
It opened Google and I'm seeing Tall there, but it
You
didn't
are seeing
search.
Tor.
Yeah, but it didn't search it actually.
Yes, you sent key to like you're having the same thing as mine, right?
Yes.
All right. So that's it.
I don't know. It's still opening the Google and nothing. It just opens Google for me. I don't know what the problem is. Ma, did you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I don't know what the problem is also. It's opening the Google for you, then what? Does it print anything in your console?
No, just that pass title is Google only, and then the Google on top. That's the only thing. If I run my code, it will open Google for me and remain. I will stay there. It's not closing it. It just opens the Google for
And
me.
you did not add a
I
closing
did not.
statement.
Yes. So it's just
So
opening
this,
it for
do
me.
you have this in your code and it's not sending
Yes,
all to it?
I have it in my code.
Send your new code now. Send your new code. Let me have a quick check.
Okay.
Please, can we continue? All right. So please let's just continue. We still have. So now this is how we actually interact with our elements, right? If you want to search by ID, And I want us to actually do another search. Same element, right? Driver dot find element by, but this time around we want to search with class name. Another way to search. Or let's even search a different element. Class name. So we'll come here, or name. Let's do name first. Samuel, you can unmute and talk.
Now, the Google account you open or the Google front page you open, the search button is quite easy to, spot on the go. Now, the platform I told you I was testing, that's the edureka.com. So the search button is visible, fine, but you have to click on some buttons before you get to it. I'm seeing the ID there. I copied it, but when I run the code, it's redirecting me to the edureka.com, but it's not giving me what I put there in the code to search. Like I can just test, for example, search for TOR, search for all courses, search for do you have software testing course? Like those examples, it's not bringing it out. So I'm saying, is this something you need to do or a code you need to write before you can access the search button?
If you have actually get the ID of the search button and the ID you get is correct, you should be able to send text to the search button. Yes, if the ID you get is correct, you don't need to, this is the code you need to interact with an element, and you should be able to get it from there.
I'll keep
Yes, but for the purpose of this class, right, you can just set up a Google, since I'm using Google, you can just set up a Google page also. And for the purpose of maybe like testing later, you can use that Edric. I sent that stuff to the group so you can just do the installation and set up. Not like us really testing their website like that.
Okay. I'll do that immediately.
All right. So I've seen your code, and I can't figure out why it's not working for now. You have to check up with me after the class. Just keep writing the code and make sure whatever you're writing is correct.
Okay.
So I want us to search for another element, but this time around we are not using ID. We are going to be using name, the name of the element. Yes, ma'am.
My image, ma.
Please, I'm trying to check. Please, you can unmute and talk, please.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had issues with network earlier. So I didn't get what you said was wrong with my code.
Abdul Qadir actually made a comment. You did not terminate your code. You did not add.
I did not terminate it.
You did not add the exclamation mark at the end of the code. I always told you it's very, very important when you're writing a code. After you write a line, you use the semicolon. Thank you. You use the semicolon
Okay.
to terminate the code.
It's still saying the same thing. It's still having the same error.
Did you type those find elements by yourself, or you referenced it?
I typed it.
Don't type. I'll tell you to avoid you running into error. Try to just reference. When you are typing, right, it will bring a suggestion for you. Just to avoid, just delete everything. Do something like this. Driver dot find. It will bring a suggestion for you. Just click on this find elements, right? and type your by class. Your by class is capital letter. Dots. What are you finding the elements by? You want to use ID.
Not giving me any
Then
option. It's giving me suggestions.
it should give you suggestion after you add the. And if it's not giving you, just type. But it's not advisable to type because if you are typing, you are prone to error. And it will not work. But you can use this line of code. I'm checking Zuliat.
It's not bringing out suggestions.
I sent the line of code to you on.
Ma, what if we are doing our tax and we are still having this kind of error? What should we do?
You just have to properly make sure that whatever you're typing is correct. If you're typing something that's not correct, you won't be able to go on. So if you are typing, if it's not bringing you suggestion, you just have to carefully type. And when you are typing, you have to make sure that you are typing where there's supposed to be a capital letter, you're using the same capital letter. But it's supposed to bring you the suggestion. By default, it's supposed to bring you the suggestion.
Let me try and see if I can type. Right.
Juliet.
Yes, ma'am.
Juliet, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
My own resources is actually small letter. And you are trying to reference a capital, your own resources folder is capital letter. You have to do the setup in the first line of your code.
Yes, ma'am.
Just try to adjust that. And let's see where we go from there. But please, by next class, let's make sure that we are updated. Before the class, you can always check up with me for any of this issue before the class. Please, if you're having any issue by next class, just try. I know it's not easy, right? We all have everything we are doing and we are trying to actually learn. But let's try as much as possible to be updated. This will not make us to be doing all this back and forth in class. Please. All right. So can we proceed now? I want us to search for this element and want to use name instead of ID. This search by voice. The same
Sorry,
route.
I'm sorry, I have a question. I don't have this get URL as Google. Could it be why it's failing?
I don't understand.
Get title.
I don't still understand your question.
Like in the beginning part of the code, we made use of get title, title 3, Google www dot the URL and then string title. I don't have it as Google. Could that be a challenge?
Is your base URL Google? Like the URL you try to open, is it Google? Let me even check your code again.
No.
And what did you say you did not have as Google?
The
Wait, wait,
URL
wait. What are wait, whose code is this? Is Peace on now? Peace, what are you trying to do?
this www.jumia
Can you
is
scroll up?
supposed to be
Can you scroll up? Can you
okay.
I'm not seeing the upper part of your code. Okay, you're having Jumia here
Okay,
and you want to interact with an element on Google. It's not possible now. I'm
Eh,
just saying it now. Yes, that's part of the issue. But if this line of code is not correct, it will still not work. But that is also an issue. Do you get?
yes, I do.
Uh-huh.
But I've still copied your own and it's still marking it bad. Even without running it, I already know that if I run it, it will still fail.
Have you saved it? Change your base driver to Google Save.
Yeah, I've saved it. It's still the same.
Send a screenshot. Send a new screenshot. All these things might be compilation error for you. And you run this, just run without this driver first. Let me see if it's working on Google page. Let me see if it's working first. Please try to check with that.
I should do
And
what?
comment out this line of code. Run your code with Google URL. Check if it's working. Then add this back to your code. Do
Okay.
you understand?
Yeah, I should comment out Jumia.
Not Jumia. You are not commenting out Jumia. You are replacing Jumia with Google.
Okay, 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 okay.
I want you to just comment this out to check if your code is actually working before you even try to find elements. That's what I want you to do first. I hope you get that. All right, please, can we proceed now? Okay, so I want us to locate these other elements, right? Find elements by, does this has name? Who is not even looking at? It is Google Search. Yes. Okay. So we can use this. Okay, I want us to try to interact. I want us to try to locate this element, Google search, and I want us to find it, like copy this name. This time around, we are not using ID, we are using name. So I want us to write a line of code for that also. We'll be having driver dot find element by name, and the name is going to be what we copied, right? Dot click, because it's an element we are going to be clicking. Then you terminate your code. Save your code and try to run it and see if it's working. The first element we interact with, we locate it by ID. Now we are locating by name. You should type Tall and you should click on Google search and it should take you to this page. Please let me know if you get that and if it's actually working. Peace.
Sorry, I'm taking you back. It's actually working when I comment out the driver.find elements. So it opens up the Google homepage for me.
Okay, when you had this back,
Yes, I have this here.
okay, add it back and send a screenshot. Let me see.
It gives me the same error.
Send a screenshot. Send a screenshot. Samuel, your hand is raised.
Yeah, so I'm done setting up the Google. I'm currently on the same page with you. So the last part where you clicked on for the click, we did the send key. Now we are testing for the click. I did
Yes,
not
that
see.
we are testing for the click. I want you to test this Google search. Now you are not searching. You are not searching by name. You are not searching by ID. You will be searching by name. The same procedure, right? But this time around, if you inspect your elements, you will locate the name instead of ID. Like you can see, the name of this element is equals to this. Then I want us to copy this and paste it and work with it. Juliet, are we good now?
Mom, I'm just following up. I'm not getting it. I'm just listening to this class.
All right.
I think I will check with you after the class later, maybe tomorrow.
All right, no problem.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. So those of us that are following, are we on the same page? Charles, Abdulkadir, Princess, Soma.
We are on the
Soma, I
same
asked you
page.
to be typing. Soma, please just continue typing. I will
Yeah,
check
I'm
with
just
one.
typing. Yes, yes. I did the same thing and it just opened the Google. So I'm just typing the code.
All right, just continue typing. And I hope you are understanding what we are trying to do.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now the same way we can
Elima,
actually
I've sent the screenshot to the chat box.
who sent screenshots to the chat box? Peace, is that you?
Yes, it's me.
Okay.
Ma, I've been able to run my code.
Glory, glory, glory,
Thank you,
glory.
Ma.
You're welcome. Peace, peace, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Do you have this? Scroll up to your code. Do you have something like this?
Open Pure Selenium
No,
by.
by.
Yes, I do. WebDriver. Oh, okay. No, no, I don't have that
What,
one.
what did you have?
I have imports org.openqa.selenium.webdriver, imports org.openqa.selenium.edge.edgedriver.
Okay, let me send this to you. Add it at the top of your code and save your code and try to run it again. If it's not working, you're going to check up with me after this class. Please.
Okay.
So I want us to actually, we have actually test for how to locate elements by ID, how to locate elements by name, how to locate elements by class name. And if you are trying to locate elements by class name, please, I want us to be very careful. It's not like actually like the best method, because some elements will actually have the same class name. They actually have the same class name. So you have to check first before you do that. And let's just check with the class name. But above all, if you are trying to locate any elements, the easiest way to do that is either you locate it by ID or by name. But some elements do not have name and ID. So you have to go for the next or the alternative. Which elements did I interact with? Hmm. Okay, still use Google search. Okay. I want us to interact with a different element. Maybe like this and button. Maybe we should leave Google Self. I'm not seeing more options on Google like that. I just want us to test the class name, we can locate elements by CSS selector. And we can locate elements and comment, experts. So these are the one we'll be doing. I want to go to demo QA. Maybe any other site that has more elements. Okay.
Ma, you're still going to explain, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
You're still going to do it on your own. I just want to actually copy it and explain. Image, right? Right. Expert. Yeah. So now I can have this dot click. So click, click, click. Okay, so as I've said earlier, right, these are the various methods we can use to create particular elements. We have actually checked together the ID, the name, the class name. So if you want to locate elements by class name, you will see that it will have a class and it will have a name in front of it. So you will copy the class name. And as I've said earlier, like when you're trying to locate an element by class name, you should be very careful because most of the time, some elements have the same class name. So in those scenarios, like it will be actually, it will not know the element to interact with. And most of the time, it will just throw back to you an error. So we can locate elements by CSS selector and expert. And I want to actually give us a quick of how to go about that manually, like how to go about that now. So if you want to actually copy your CSS selector, why are we having this different method of locating elements? Sometimes you might want to interact with a particular element and the element will not have name, the element will not have ID. But if the elements have name and ID, please just use it. Don't stress yourself. Those are the two basic. Even sometimes, self, if you can control your developer, like if you can, you just beg your front-end developer that please help me to add name or ID to all these elements I'm about to test. That will make your testing easier, because sometimes when you're trying to interact with some elements, even if you still use expert self, it will not still be interactable and you have to be going through some different route. So for elements that are difficult to access, that don't have name, ID, then you can proceed to use CSS selector or expert. Expert is actually what people actually find as the best alternative, but you can use CSS selector as well. Now, how do we copy the CSS selector and expert? For the class name, we are going to copy it the same way we've been copying our name and ID. But I want to explain how we get to copy our CSS selector and expert from the elements now. Do we have any question before we proceed with that?
Yes, ma. The class name.
Yes, ma'am.
How do we locate it in Google? How do we locate the class name? Because when the ID is like maybe when you want to type something like tall, then you can use, then the class is, let's say, I don't know, how do you locate the class? How do you know the one that is class and the one that is class name?
For this particular element, or which element did I use the class name the other time? If an element has class in front of it, right? I'm just explaining. This is not the element I copy. Can you see this element, Soma?
Yes,
Like this particular element, right?
I
It
can
has
see.
class and is equals to this. Okay, I feel like this element I copied. So this is the class name of this element. Do you understand that?
Okay.
You have class in front, not just name this time around, not ID. It will have class, and your class will equals to whatsoever stuff you want to equals to. You know, the other
Yeah.
time when we want to search, we search name. And when we want
Yes.
to search, we search for ID. But this time around, we search for class.
Are you searching for it for a particular element,
I don't
or
understand.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Let's say I want to search or test for this search element, this search bar here now. Now I can actually search for I can click on it and search for the class, the ID, and the class name. Or I don't know if you understand. Or how am I going to know the one that have class name? I don't know if my question is making sense.
If you actually come to this place, right? All this code you are seeing here, they are the properties this element is made up of. So for this
Okay.
element, you will see for this element, it has a class, which is this. It has all this one.
It has an ID.
It has an ID, which is this. It has a name, which is this.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to pick any of this one because this one have multiple options. Sometimes we will be testing and you not see name, you not see class, you not see class ID. In those scenarios, you have to use maybe CSS selector or expert to test because you want to interact with the element. If you have name, please just use name and move on. If you have class,
Yes. If you have name, class, ID, you can test for the three of them once, or you just pick any or just one and go your
just
way.
use one now. You don't need to be picking ID. No. Just use one. You just need something in as much as the one you use interact with the right element you are trying to interact with. Just use it and move on. In as much as you try to use name and your name is equals to Q and you see like it actually input something on this feed for you, that works fine for you. Just move on. You don't need to now start interacting with by ID again for the same element. No.
Okay, thank
The
you.
cases we are why I'm actually explaining this are some cases, like some cases if we are testing real sites, and if we cannot, if there are even sites that you cannot even control your developers, right? Most of them, they do not have name, they do not have class, they do not have ID. So what are you going to do? You are going to look for the alternative. They do not even have this class name. Most of them will just have maybe like expert or CSS selector. So you have to go for these two. That's what I'm trying to explain how it works. Do you understand now?
Yes, but in a scenario where you want to test for like an input, you want to input, like let's take for instance this search banner, and you know that we use send key, right? I think I'm right. Send key. Then under the send key, let's say you want to add Tor, you have to use send key, which is search by ID. Now, what if the ID is not there, or what is there is name, but I want to test for like a particular I want to search for a particular stuff. I don't know if you get my question.
I did not.
Okay, now in this search bar now, let's say I want to search for clothing brands, or maybe I want to search for, like you said, tall. You get, and for you to search for something in a particular element, you have to use like buy.id, right?
It's not
Then
compulsory you use ID.
now what
So
I'm
ma,
asking is in a situation whereby it's just name that is the okay, just continue. Maybe just continue.
no, what you're asking in a situation where you want to interact with this element and what you see is just name for this particular
Yes,
element. And
yes.
then you will come to your code. Driver dot find element by name.
Name.
That is what you will use, not ID.
Okay. Okay.
In a situation where you cannot find ID and you cannot find name, and you can find class name, just use your class name. In a situation where you cannot find this theory, right, then you
Mm.
have to opt in for either your CSS selector or your expert. And sometimes you might still use your expert and it will not work. Then you have to copy your full expert. So that's why I have to just guide us through how to use different means to interact with an element. So when you run into a particular situation, you will know how to figure out what is best alternative you can use. I hope I'm cleared now, Soma.
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma.
All right. Oh, peace, your hand is raised. I
Okay,
put
ma.
you.
Sorry, what do you mean by Like, what does expert and CSS selector? What do you mean by that? Or what does it entail? Like, what does it mean generally?
You're trying to search by CSS selector, like the CSS property of the element. And this expert also, you are trying to copy, like they actually, I know this CSS selector, you are trying to copy mm, the whole CSS property of the element. You know, CSS is used for styling, for HTML, for front-end guide, they use it for styling. So you're trying to copy the whole CSS property. And this expert as well, you are trying to copy the full elements, like everything, like how you want to locate this. If I copy this thing now, like where the element is stored, like the part in which the element is on the HTML page. That is what you are trying to do with this expert. But you're actually opting for these two options, as I've said earlier, in scenarios where you cannot find these three options. Now, how do you
Okay.
copy this CSS selector? But if you are trying to interact with an element by CSS selector, just getting the CSS property, all these things, this is a color, this is the div and everything. And this one, you're just trying to locate where it's actually located. This is actually in a div and in another div, like that. So that's what you're trying to do. So I just want to walk us through how to copy by CSS selector and by expert. Now, so now let's go back to our page, right? I want us to copy. Now let's copy the class name. Let's locate this one. And we should copy the class name of this. I feel like I copied the class name of this. And for this Gmail, want to actually locate it and copy the by CSS selector, right? And for this one, we are going to be locating it using expert. Now, to locate using CSS selector and expert, right? You have to come here, just click on inspect as usual, and click on this. Then you will right click on this particular place, like you know it have highlighted these elements for you. Just right click, then you will click on copy. This time around, you want to copy the selector of the element. You want to copy the selector of the element. And if you want to copy the expert, the same route, you right click and you copy the expert. Please, let's do that for this Gmail and image. For this Gmail, use selector. For this image, use and add click to it. I want us to run our code and check if everything is working. I feel like
Gmail in
this
my
is
my
not
end does
going
not have
to.
CSS selector.
Who is saying Gmail did not have CSS selector?
It's it
Do you
has
right?
just class.
Do you right click?
Yeah, I did.
You
Right
inspect.
click, inspect. Yeah. Click on that one thing at the extreme left end at the top, and then click on the icon which is Gmail that I want to inspect, and then it gets highlighted.
Then after it gets highlighted,
Yes, there is no CSS.
then you
So
right click
there is
and
no
click on
X.
copy. After it has highlighted for you, you right click on the highlighted space and you click on copy. Then you see option to either copy by selector or you copy by expert.
Okay. Selector. Okay, thank you.
Expert.
Ma, the Gmail, you said we should copy it by selector.
Yes.
Okay.
And for the expert, you should. I know you will not see it because of this. This one has actually navigated to another place, another page. Which element did I use first to click? Is this particular element? Let me just comment this out. Probably the same area. Okay.
Please, can you go back to your Eclipse screen? I want to cross-check something.
Okay. You can actually run this whole code at a go, right? Because you need to add some navigation back, front before it can work at a go. But you can just run it after the other. You want to run this, comment it out to check for this and that. I don't know if you understand my point. Because if I click on this Gmail, right? Peace. Are you checking what you want to check now?
Yes, I've checked. Thank you.
All right. So for us that are running our code, we cannot run everything at a go. Because manually, if you are testing, right, if I click on this Gmail, I'll be navigate to another screen. And after I'm navigated to another screen, right, I need to go back to the Google page before I can interact with this element, which is image element. And if I interact with this image element, I need to go back before I can interact with another element. So I want us to run our code one after the other. By next class, we'll be adding the code to navigate to this code and make it more realistic. Do you understand my point, everybody? Let me even check with us. How many of us have been able to achieve what I did now? Like you have your name, your class name, CSS selector, and expert. Or we are still doing that?
My own is still giving me error.
Who is that?
It's peace.
What's the error?
The same X mark on my line
Hmm?
of code. Yes, I actually tried the first one. It went through, but then gave an error output. But then
I told you
printed
that
out.
I told you that you cannot run everything together. You see what I was
No,
trying
no,
to
no,
do?
like that. I've not tried running the second. This last code.
Is this one
It's still
working?
the ID that
Is the
brought
ID
out the
working?
error.
Is the ID working?
Yes, it's working, but it has errors.
What's the error?
There are plenty. Oh.
Send the error to the
It sure
send your.
printed out the URL.
Have you add the? I sent something to the chat the other time. Do you add it? The
Yes,
import, the
yes,
buy class stuff,
the buy. Yes,
and they
I've
are still
added.
having the same error.
The error improved and then expanded.
No wahala. Let's have a call for this tomorrow. And every other
Okay.
person that is having one or two error, please schedule a meeting with me. Let's just do this before next class. By next class, if we want to be having an error, it should be something that is generic, like the same error that I run to now. So it should be something that is generic. You shouldn't be having an error because your code is not properly set up or something. Please, I'm begging. Please. Charles, have you run your code? Are we on the same page? Abdul Kodri, what about you? Princess, Samuel,
I've
please, I
run
need
it.
to hear from us. Is it working?
It's working.
Okay. Samuel is working, right? All right. Abdul Kodri, what about you? Charles,
Yeah,
Mr.
it
Charles.
is working, except that first one, the Google search one, the one you did before these ones.
Which
It
one?
is
Which
not
one?
clicking. It is just open the Google page.
Did you add this dot click method?
Yes. Okay, yes, that's BTNK by name. So it is not clicking. It should just open the Google page. So apart from that one, every other thing is working.
I don't really understand. Is it only this line of code that is not working?
Yes, that one is not working.
By
But
name,
when I test for the other one, they
the
are
other
working.
one are working. They are clicking. Like
Yes,
you're able to click this element,
yes,
you click this element.
yes.
And this is
Yeah,
not
just
working.
that one. Yes, just that
And
one. It is not
what's the
clicking. You just open the Google page, but it is not clicking. I don't know why.
Okay, and you know this one is not standalone. Do you? Okay, it's supposed to even work now. It's supposed to work without you even inputting anything. It's supposed to work. You can check it very well, and if you are still having the same issue, you can check it together later. Or maybe I should send this to you. You should check with. Did you type any of these codes, Abdul? Or
Yes,
you
I typed
actually
everything.
okay.
I don't know, maybe it's the name I'm selecting. I don't know. But it's still environment.
But others are working.
Yes, others are okay, perfect.
All right. Oh, Charles, what about you?
Oh,
Zuliat, you said your code is working. How far are we on the same page?
everything is working, but I've been trying to maybe send a text to the by using name, but it's not working.
You are trying to what?
To send the keys to the find by name.
To what? To this. You use name.
Yeah,
I want to send key.
yeah.
Yes, sometimes, right? It might actually be that we have another element that have the same name on this page. I've explained earlier.
Okay.
So if we have another element on this page that is actually the same name as this one, it won't work.
Okay. Maybe that's
Yes.
the issue.
Yes. So
Eh,
in cases like that, you have to look for the next alternative and
Okay.
interact with this particular element. It might, but I will check. I will also check after the call and check if it will work or not. But those are the scenarios that will not make it to work. That's why we have different options. We have all these options, so we'll be able to use any one. In case one is not working, we say we are not, and we are doing everything we're supposed to do right though, and we see like it's not interacting, then we'll go back to the next alternative.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Do anyone have any other question aside from my code is not running because you did not you did not meet up with the class, and so mad that you did not check up with me last class? Do you have any other question regarding this locating of web element? Any question? Please check up with me tomorrow. Juliet, you said your code is running now. How far? Are we on the same page now? Am I still in the class? Am I still audible?
Yes, ma.
Yes, you're still in class.
All right, thank you. So Juliet, I'm just trying to check up with you. So ma, please check up with me tomorrow. Let me just schedule a call with you and let's check what is going on.
Yes,
As
ma.
well as peace also. And well,
Are we going to like do it by the same time or individually so that we'll know the time that
no, not
you
the same time. We'll just chat with me. I will schedule a time for you that actually fits. I will check my schedule tomorrow and I'll give you a time.
okay,
Not
thank you.
the same time. Oh. You guys are having different issues now. And no, let's just have individual call. Thank you. All right. So we'll continue from here next class. Please, I'm hoping we'll be able to. This is actually a class. I'm hoping we'll be able to be done with this particular aspect of this document by next class. And because we still have a lot to do, because sometimes we want to interact with an element and the element is not loading. So you have to input a code to wait for it. Like we still want to talk about handling errors like that. Errors that are not your error now. Like errors that are not your error. Like they are errors due to circumstances. We still need to talk
Ma,
about
please, can you open your this thing? Your
my Eclipse.
yes, your Eclipse. Sorry. I want to check something.
Have you checked?
Yes, I don't know why. Okay.
So we still have a lot to go. But please, I just want us, if next class we do not have to deal with any issue that is not within, like it's not a common issue, I feel like we'll be good. Please and please let's stay updated. And please, if I thought you want to schedule any call or want to fix anything, please let's do that before Friday. or possibly on Friday, even before the class. So by Friday, we are on the call and the class. We know that we all are on the same page and we can continue from there. So thank you very much, everybody. So Ma, how far are you done with the
Hello?
page
A
now?
question in regards to the task.
All right, I can hear
How
you,
do we
please.
go about with the screenshots that you mentioned? I do understand number 3.
What is number 3?
Documentation. Documentation.
You actually have a guide now, Abby.
Ma,
I just want us to send a screenshot to show that we actually do it.
I want to
Someone
ask
has
a
even
question
submitted.
also.
I'm
Jesus,
with you,
Ma.
so now.
Okay, I've not been able to see the tax, so I'm just still seeing on my this thing.
You
I'm
have not been
waiting.
promoted now because
Yes.
you just get. Don't worry, you'll be promoted soon.
Okay, ma.
So, Peace Alpha, this is what you are talking about, Abby. So, Peace documentation.
Yes, yes,
Like
yes.
you take a
That's it.
step by step, and these are the required screenshots.
Yeah,
Just take
I'm looking at it as how you want to paste an image in
in
the
words.
other yes. Yeah, is what I'm looking at.
You
In the
copy
word
and paste. You copy and paste now. That should be very, very simple. Or you can use this light shots and generate a link, image link. If you have this,
Thank you.
you can use this also. But you copy and paste. Are we clear now? Abdul Qadir, you wanted to say something?
Oh yes, because of the comments on my stage 5 task, I don't know if I can reach out after this call.
Yes, you can, but maybe tomorrow. You
Okay.
can reach out after this call, but this night I'm very, very tired.
No problem.
I had a long day. But tomorrow I'll actually check. You can drop the
Okay.
comment, then I'll check tomorrow. Charles, Charles, Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, can you hear me?
Yes, can get you.
Yes, I added a comment to your tax. I'm sorry, apologies. Like I owe you big time.
Okay.
I'm just reviewing your tax today, and you've told me since. I'm sorry. So please add a comment to your
Okay.
tax. Please
It will
check.
get to
So
the spreadsheet or to the postman.
it should be in the I feel like you did a text plan, like in the Google Doc. Like what you actually did is actually on the right track, but I want you to test for different scenarios. You just test one get, one post, one put. No, I want you to actually test for negative scenarios and limits and skips and all based on
Oh,
what we did in the class. So that's what the comment is about. You can check out the comments and do it, or if you don't understand, you can just send a DM. I'm very sorry, I'm checking it very, very late. I'm very
it's
sorry.
fine. It's fine. I work on that.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. My PC also is low. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll continue from here.
Ma,
Next
can you
class.
quickly, ma,
Princess. Yes, ma'am.
can you quickly go back to your slides, like the first part? I want to see
Yeah.
the yours. Yes, the
This
second
one.
page. Yes, let me see. Okay, this is like the continuation.
Yes, this is where we started from, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this is where we started from. We've talked about all
Ma,
this.
please, when will the class be posted?
Yes, I'll check up with. I'll check up. Hopefully tomorrow, the both class should be posted. I'll ask them to help us to fast track stuff so we can have it as soon as possible.
Okay, ma.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Any other question? Any other concern? In the absence of none, good night. See you on Friday.